This story takes place on Datong Mountain in Shulin District, New Taipei City, Taiwan. Before we begin, introduce one of Taiwan's common folk beliefs, known as Ghost Month. Ghost Month is based on the lunar calendar, which was used in Taiwan before the founding of the Republic of China. Ghost Month specifically refers to the 7th month of the lunar calendar, lasting for 1 month. Other well-known festivals in Taiwan, such as the Lunar New Year, are also calculated based on the lunar calendar and traditional beliefs. The first day of the 7th lunar month marks the opening of the Ghost Gate. During this period, it is considered inauspicious for activities such as getting married, celebrating birthdays, moving houses, and there are various life taboos, like avoiding taking photos, swimming, hanging clothes to dry at night, and whistling. In addition, during Ghost Month, if you want to go to the mountain, you need to be particularly mindful of certain taboos to avoid unfortunate incidents. First, do not speak disrespectfully or break the silence near graves, as it might attract misfortune. Second, when camping or finding a spot for a nature break, it's advisable to inform the surroundings to show respect, perhaps mentally apologizing with a sorry for bothering as you proceed. Third, avoid patting shoulders or heads on the mountain. It is believed that each person has 3 fires on their shoulders and head, representing vitality, energy, and spirit. Randomly patting may extinguish these fires and attract ghosts. Fourth, avoid scaring others or making spooky sounds behind them, especially during nighttime walks. Use nicknames instead of real names. Responding to your real name being called might lead to spirits taking away your soul. Fifth, people with weakened health. Those who have undergone major surgery, individuals in poorer health, or young children are advised not to climb mountains during Ghost Month. Sixth, do not play water in mountain during Ghost Month to prevent the souls of those who drowned from dragging you to be reincarnated. Seventh, avoid whistling or telling ghost stories during the climb, as it may attract ghostly listeners. Now, let me share the story in the first person. One day, 7 of my junior high school friends and I decided to visit Datong Mountain to enjoy the night view. We rode 4 scooters, each designed for 2 people. As a result, one of us, named Adam, rode without carrying anyone behind his back seat. Before heading up the mountain, we bought some typical Taiwanese snacks, bubble tea, and popcorn chicken, and were excitedly preparing to ride up. Along the way, we passed numerous graves, but since it was a familiar route for us, there was no fear. We reached a midway point where a temple dedicated to the local earth god, known as Tudi Gong in Chinese, stood. Near the temple was a large statue of the earth god. In Chinese folklore, the earth god is considered a local guardian, lower in rank than other gods in Taoism, making it easier to worship. Earth god temples were commonly found in places where the Han Chinese gathered. At this point, something strange happened. The friend who was the first to ride up suddenly stopped beside the earth god statue. I found it confusing because we were riding one after another on the mountain road, and there was no need for anyone to stop. However, the second scooter also mysteriously halted, and I, being on the third scooter, thought of overtaking them. To my surprise, as I reached the earth god statue, my scooter suddenly stalled. I looked at my friends who had already stopped nearby, and they also wore expressions of confusion. So we all looked at the last scooter, and indeed, as soon as it reached the spot, it stalled too. Some attempted to start their scooters in place, but they wouldn't budge. I tried moving my scooter backward a bit before starting it again, and it worked. I rode forward towards the earth god statue, only to stall in the exact same spot. I felt a chill run down my spine. Suddenly, the sound of beads hitting the road echoed. The Buddhist prayer beads worn by my friends on their wrists had broken 3 people with 3 broken prayer beads. We were all shocked because, according to folklore, a broken prayer bead indicated something bad was about to happen. Adam, aware of what had transpired, got off his scooter and jokingly said that there was a ghost ahead. so the earth god prevented us from passing. We urgently told him not to make jokes, and it was truly unsettling. However, Adam, still in a carefree manner, suggested since the earth god was stopping us, we should go to a karaoke place instead. So we started riding back down the mountain. Adam, who was originally at the back, excitedly shouted to ride faster, or we might lose our spot. He twisted his throttle and sped to the front. As he passed by me, I noticed a bald-headed figure suddenly appeared on the pillion seat. I thought it was odd since I was certain he was riding alone. I asked my friend on the back seat if he saw someone on Adam's pillion seat, and he cautiously replied, "Yes. But that shouldn't be a person. Let's not talk about it. Let's quickly ride down the mountain." Another friend approached and said, "Hey, behind Adam, did you guys see anything?" A third friend on a scooter also came over and said, "What do we do? There's something extra behind Adam." We confirmed the situation with each other and didn't dare say much. We silently prayed for that thing to go away. During the descent, we reached a large turning point. At this moment, the bald-headed figure on Adam's pillion seat, just as we were about to enter the turn, suddenly grew long hair at an incredibly fast pace. It became very long just as Adam slowed down. I was frightened and slowed my scooter, keeping a considerable distance. The others followed suit. Unaware of this situation, Adam shouted, "Come on, ride faster, don't look at graves if you can't see the night view." Just as he was about to enter the turn, the figure behind him suddenly turned towards us. It was a pale female face with entirely black eyes, devoid of whites. She gave us an eerie smile and rapidly extended both hands, grabbing Adam's hands. At this moment, as Adam was about to turn, he shouted, "My hands won't move. My hands won't move. What's happening? I can't move them." We were panicked, not knowing what to do, and helplessly watched as Adam crashed down the slope with the sound of a scooter accident. Rushing to the edge of the slope, one of us had already called for an ambulance. Fortunately, the slope was not too steep, and Adam seemed to have only suffered minor injuries. While contemplating where the female ghost had gone, we noticed her standing under a tree at the turn, staring at us. When our eyes met, she spoke, her voice crying and high-pitched, saying, "Too low, not high enough, too low, high enough." This continued for 2 minutes until Adam screamed, "It hurts. Why are you still standing there?" Shifting our attention, the female ghost disappeared. When I got home, shared the incident with my family. They advised me to go to the temple and worship for safety quickly. My grandmother, with a hint of sadness, said, "Don't you know today is the opening of the ghost gate?" Hearing this, a shiver ran down my spine again, and I silently swore never to go to the mountains during ghost month.